minute. Trying to set this thing up on my phone. I will be with my getting into this account right here. So yeah. What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, Robin? Hang on, I need to. Yeah, that's why I have it on. There we go. Yeah, I don't differ now. I do want to, buddy. I've been washing my hands before this thing started, so yeah, I have been washing my hands. But I was gonna say is I've been having a little bit of problems with my connection up here. So if you guys see a black screen and it has like this weird little symbol, like a little circle on it and a caution sign, know that has been happening for me the past few days. I've been trying to figure out a way so that you guys can be entertained without me having to turn this off. And that kind of is telling me the introduction for this. As you see in the story of the title of it, we have a few topics that we're going to be going over. It's going to be 3. The last of us being indefinitely delayed. New photos on the store that we got from Naughty Dog's. I think some of them got it off the PlayStation Store and Naughty Dog's page. And we're going to be talking about this new series I'm going to be doing. And hopefully it's going to grow because this is a really interesting idea I have. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just listening to what my mom was saying, but we're going to be doing that. We're going to be making this new series, and it's going to be a live stream series. And it's going to be like topics while playing The Last of Us. And it's going to be a really fun time. I don't know what I'm going to name this kind of series yet. I'm still coming up with names. But this is just something where I can even if the connection literally you guys have no visuals whatsoever on your end, we can still talk, and we can still be talking and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will be cool with this. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I came across it, and just something that I just thought about doing, and I never really had the time for it. But that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of new stuff. We're going to be talking about The Last of Us 2 being indefinitely delayed, and we'll go into that, what that means. We'll go over the photos that I'm going to be going over as well, and we're going to be talking about this new series as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. That's really kind of you. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Let us just get into a game, and then we'll go into the topics. I'm trying to figure out what mode I'm going to be using in this round. We're going to switch you up. We're going to make it just a small little class here. Since I don't know what to use, we'll just do that. Alright. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that. I saw a meme earlier, a few days ago, about like March being like The Last of Us, and then like April is gonna be like something else. I haven't seen a meme for April, but I saw in February it was like this Plague Inc. App on an app store. It was a video game, and then like for like March it's The Last of Us, and it was hilarious. So yeah, I definitely like humor in all this. Yeah, once we get into a game, we'll start talking about the topics, because these are very important topics, and we have some blessing and curses in here. some good stuff that we have, and then there's some things that are kind of tragic and even scary, even. Not pertaining to the virus, but just pertaining to as us as a community. Hang on. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, about the clickers and stuff. Let me get done with the topics. Then we'll go on to like questions and stuff like that. So, yeah. Like I said, hopefully I can keep this up because I got nothing better else to do. Man, this is taking a while. Let me get out of here and go back in. We'll go to parties allowed. Maybe we'll get a. Oh, man. I hope you guys are doing. Danny, here we go. There we go. We got one. Crap, that's a very, very fast lobby. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you guys are staying safe. I still think it's crazy that it takes a pandemic for America to actually get them to do a good hygiene. I think that's crazy. I've always had good hygiene. I'm a germaphobe. I don't like germs. I've never liked germs. Okay? It just surprises me so much that it takes something that has killed about 3,000 people to really get people to, wash their hands, not pick their nose or go into their eyes and go in their ears for earwax. And it's just crazy, man. It just seems kind of crazy to me. Seems really crazy to me. Just checking if my volume's down. But yeah, let's get into the very first topic, and it is The Last of Us being indefinitely delayed. Now, first we need to really understand what the word indefinitely means. It's he's healing up. Where you see him? Dang it, he is.
All done. Let's go.
His friends are. But yeah, we need to go over.
Uniform down. Careful, man! He's got a rifle.
Yeah, we need to go over what the word indefinitely means. Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Firefly! Look out! He's got a rifle.
You know what? I got a better idea. Yeah, I got a better idea. We will actually do something else. Yeah, it is kind of crazy that we got to do that. Yeah, we're going to be doing something else. We're going to go to actually... Let's go to bonuses. Gallery, cinema... No, wrong one. It's concept art. Let's find one that's good looking. One that we can use a lot. Nerp. That one looks pretty good. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this one looks good. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are actually going to be playing the game after we go over these topics. I will do answering and stuff like that first. But let's first go over the first topic today, and that is The Last of Us being indefinitely delayed. It's obviously a very, very unfortunate thing that has happened with this because The Last of Us Part 2 has always been a game. It's a game that I always want. It just seems like it's never coming, In a way, hopefully you guys can react. You can actually somehow understand this, but it's kind of like the second coming. As a Christian, I literally eagerly wait for the second coming of Christ. I eagerly wait for it. And it just seems like it's never going to get here. You see the signs around the world that it's coming, but you don't actually see it yet. And so, it seems like it's never going to happen, even though it is. And that's kind of how it is for me with... The Last of Us Part 2. I feel like I have all this. I know when it's going to happen. I know that it's real. I know that it's still in the making. I know that it's playable. But it seems like I swear, every time it just seems, um, it just seems like it's never going to happen because of the hype and how many times that every time we've gotten so close to the game, it's been like taken away from us. Um, don't worry, I'll come over. No. But yeah, it's definitely something that's unfortunate, and I kind of want to talk about. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, man, it got it got delayed. Unfortunately, but the reason that it got delayed, just from my point of view, I don't think they've actually given a statement. No, I don't think Naughty Dog has given a statement for the reason why um, they are not they're delaying it. And just through observation, through the whys, I have a few reasons. One, it would probably have to be because of the sake of money, you know, because there are many Americans today, and I know this is all over the world, but America has always been a country that is built on freedom, and it's built on good economy. You know, people had jobs. But now what you have is a problem is because of the virus and the governors making these governors given they're commandeering their states, their states, to stay inside and everything and not to be out there. The CDC also is telling us that we shouldn't be around with more than 10 people, that we need to social distance ourselves for 6 feet away. And obviously that is something that is kind of, you know, when you first hear about it, it feels like it's over the top. But it's a reality. There are people who are social distancing themselves from other people. They're isolating themselves. And thus, people don't have jobs. People don't have jobs. The only type of people that have jobs are what they would call essential jobs. My mom is a nurse. It's an essential job. My stepdad, he literally creates stuff that is needed for other things. That is very important, so it's essential. One of my best friends, he works around, he literally serves the city that we live in, and that's an essential. So all these things, I do believe that Naughty Dog is kind of indefinitely delaying this, or Sony more likely. Sony's delaying this game indefinitely is because people can't. Because if they release the game on May, and that's if the virus is gone, if they release it then, what you have a problem with is that people won't be able to buy it. You know, so because some of them don't have money. Yeah, and yeah, there's obviously, Robin. There's obviously uh, another view of this and what could be better. Doing that, I think that Naughty Dog was really on a tug of war trying to figure out what they're gonna do, and I think they did this because it seemed right and they feel like it was doing good for not just for the minority but the majority of gamers. The minority is the people who actually play this game and, you know, are passionate about it. The majority of it is the people who are just playing games like, you know, left, right, up, and down, just different games. YouTubers and stuff like that who, that type of stuff. But I can definitely see what you mean. It would be better to be launched now with people staying home and retailers closed. So yeah. Like I said, man, I don't know what goes in the hearts of people, man. I really don't know. You can't do much about it. You can't judge someone. You don't know their heart. You can't make this huge assumption. You say, you know what, I know what they're thinking. It's a very 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 extreme unbiblical prejudice. And so when I come toward this, I always say, you know what, we don't really know. And so what we just got to do is we just got to grind it out. We got to trust that at least Naughty Dog cares about us enough that we love their game. Um, yeah, it's pure speculation, man. It's pure speculation. But just to get back to the point, one of the reasons, that's one of the reasons, is I think Naughty Dog wants people to buy it. They do not want a minority of people playing it, and then another group of people play it, and a few months later. No, they want everyone to be playing it. Everyone wants to be. They want everyone playing it at the same time, because it seems like it's like giving. Let me tell you. I'll give you a little bit of an illustration of this. It's like giving a game to people, to certain people, not others. You know, and you'll give it to them later. It's kind of like it's kind of like Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox has the games, and eventually, kind of they try them out like they did that with PUBG. They didn't come out for the PlayStation 4 until they were pretty sure that it was really good. You know, it was pretty much Xbox is like the testing ground for video games. And then when they're really cool, and then when everyone with their hooks deep into it and they're good with it, they give it to like one of the best selling and the most advanced gaming system, which is PlayStation 4. So not biased at all. I'm kidding, but yeah, that's the one thing that I want to touch base on is it's just the one of the reasons that they do this is probably because they want everyone to play the game. They know that not everyone's going to have the money to buy a $60 game when they're actually worrying about getting food and supplies that helps them survive, and not just survive, but just live. You know. So obviously that in itself is that's one thing to think about. The second thing that I think about this, which is maybe kind of off, it is my second reason is there. I gotta put this. Dang, I can't put it in the words, but what basically it is just a short way of putting it, is because we don't know when this game is going to come out. We don't know when the C virus is going away, and we don't. And there are people out there that have lost people. There are people out there that have the coronavirus. Their mom and their dad, who's very old and that has been dealing with illnesses, dealing with immune problems with their immune system. They're dealing with things. They're dealing with fear. They're dealing with a lot, and maybe even death. So maybe Naughty Dog is just not the right time right now to be giving a game right now. Let the waves calm. Let the storm cease before you do something like this. So that's my second reason that I think that we need to be very careful. Yeah. God bless the homeless in this time, man. It's terrible for them. It really is. I really wish I can do things for them. It breaks my heart, man. It really does. And it's a really bad time to be homeless right now. Even it was already bad enough, and right now you have got a pandemic that's really getting people scared and wearing gas masks in their home grocery store, and to really feel like you're in a checkpoint in The Last of Us when you go into a store. You know, so it's pretty weird, man, and people are very rude and everything. So yeah, it's a pretty bad time. But we'll get back to the topic, man. It's just when we cannot. I don't think Naughty Dog would want to do that. Give the game out on a day where it's on a time where it's. Oh crap! Look at that. It's buffering. Okay, I think it's good. But I don't think Naughty Dog would do that because it just like I said, it's a really hard time right now. It's not easy. We're loose on money. We're dealing with a lot of stuff. There have been about 3,000 deaths just in the world. I think. Actually, no. I think it's in America. I think it's in America. Yeah. In the United States, there's a kind of a increase in deaths, and it's actually attacking. People with weak immune systems that have diseases. They do that. I have a brother. I have a brother in Christ he's a dear brother to me, and he's like 20 years old, and he has a kidney disease ever since he was a kid. He was diagnosed with it when he was a teenager, or he was an early teenager. But around like 15, I think 15 or 16, he got diagnosed with it. Well, what it does is weaken your immune system. So he's a high risk of dying from it as well. So it's very, very, very important and very serious because it's just anyone with a weak immune system, and it differs from all ages, And there's a lot of talk about, getting evolved and mutating into like killing kids and stuff like that, and I don't pay attention to that stuff right now because the reason is because it's not a reality. I've not seen anybody. I don't pay attention to the media or anything. I just stay in my own confine. I face whatever in my face. I don't plan ahead. I don't like to think of other things. I deal with anxiety and fear. I even have health issues. I'm on medication because of fear. So it's pretty. I try to stay away from this stuff, and so yeah, that's the second reason why I think this. And just to give you my clear here, or just my what's going on in everyone's mind who loves this game. When is it coming? When is it going to be? When is it released? I honestly don't know how to make that because I know that this virus will be gone in a couple of months. Now, I don't know that for sure. I don't know that for certainty. But I have faith in the CDC. I listen to them, yes, because they are not the media. The media is a place of mass-producing hysteria. They love causing fear. It's a bunch of half-truths and twisted truths, and it's based on getting someone scared, not actually looking at the logistics and facts. So I pay attention to the CDC, and they say that it's not going to be like 7 years. It's going to be like the flu. It's going to come and it's going to go. It may come back. Could it? Yeah, it could. But I like to look at the good side of things. I don't like looking at the bad. I just don't see any benefit in doing that. What's the point of that? It doesn't build anyone up. It doesn't help anybody. Yeah, it'll eventually go away. It's not going to be like some mass zombie outbreak where there's no cure whatsoever. It's not. It's nothing like that. It's literally only killing people with weak immune systems. And so yeah, I really have this question, and people ask me this question sometimes, and because I'm on a Last of Us community on Facebook, and many people have this question that keeps appealing. When is it going to come out? And so I would have to say probably around June, May or June, June or July. It's either between June, May, or July. Those are the three that I think. Those are the three that I actually think. I don't think of anything else. I just think it's that. I don't really see why it would be coming out in like something around August through December. I don't see how that could happen. But heck, who knows, man? Who knows? It's just a guess. It's just nothing but speculation. So, yeah, that's my view on everything. So that's when I think it's going to come out. I don't know when it's coming out. And so this is it's unfortunate. And Naughty Dog can't help this. Naughty Dog can't help this. Sony can't help this. This is a virus that has swept over the world, and it is hurting people, and it's killing people, and we're trying to keep it from spreading so that people who have weak immune systems, who are prone to dying from this, will be safe. Yeah, we don't know. That's the thing. You just don't know. The virus is going to go sometime. It's just that we don't know when. There have been speculation that it's going to kill like 100 and 200 to 100 to 200,000 Americans. I think that's a little bit over exaggerating. We're not God. We're not omnipotent. We're not all powerful. We're not omnipresent. We don't know the beginning from the end, but He does. And so to make that assumption is like playing God, and that is beyond foolishness to play God. It's good. You can have that assertion. You can have that type of theory, but it's a very crazy one. It's a really crazy one to think that it's going to kill that many people. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's very unlikely, since the CDC has told us that you have there is a 97% chance of survival. That's 3%. We're talking about 3% of the entire world. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, most people that are like my age who don't, like, I'm 19. Okay, I'm about to be turning 20 in a couple of months. People like me, we don't really have to struggle with this. We don't have to be afraid of this. I obviously hate, and the only reason I practice good hygiene, one, I hate germs, I'm a germaphobe, and I have OCD, so I hate germs. I can't stand it. Two, I care deeply for people. I do not want anyone getting this. I have a nursing home that's a couple of like 20 to 30 minutes away from my house, and there are old people there. We have our first official case, and where I live, and that's why I wash my hands. One is because I'm obsessive. I have obsessive compulsive disorder for I'm a germaphobe. That's my phobia. That's one of my phobias. I hate germs. I hate them, and that's one of the reasons. But the most important reason I do this is because I don't want anyone else getting infected. I want people to be safe. I want them to be healthy, especially the young people, or not young people, the older people. Obviously, young everybody, but the people who are prone to dying from this is something that I want to keep from spreading. So yeah, this was just my thoughts on everything. I don't know when the Last of Us Part 2 is going to come out. I don't know. It could be, it could be years. Years, Brandon. What the heck are you talking about? It could be weeks. Months. I can't believe I said years. That's crazy, man. But months or weeks. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know when it's going to come out. I can only take a educated guess, a hypothesis on this, and that's just, I think it's going to come out in like between May and July. This is between May, June, and July. That's when I think it's going to come out. I think one of the reasons that Naughty Dog did that, because the reason I say May is because Naughty Dog doesn't know when this thing's going to end. It could end in like the end of this month, because it's April. It's April at the end. It could end at the end of this month, and we can still get the same release date. And that's one of the possibilities. That's just how it can happen. It's just, there's so many things that happen right now that we just don't know. But yeah, let's get to our second topic today, and that is the photos that we received prior or before we got the news of the delay indefinitely. We got a few photos. We have a few photos, and it's very interesting because it. Hang on, guys. My dog's scratching at my door. I'm gonna let him in. Come on in, man. Get your stuff at home. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna be looking at the photos. There are a couple of photos that are very interesting, and I want to look at them with you guys. I can't put them on the screen because I don't have that type of equipment. But let's look at them. I want to look at them. I'll do my best to explain it to you guys. Okay. Just give me a second. Hang on, guys. You kidding me, buddy? You just went out there. Yeah, he can't decide either to go in or out of my room. He's just always battling himself. But the first photo that we see on this is Joel. It's always a good sign. I love how he looks in this game. I love it. But he's looking at Ellie in a certain way where it's not good. It's very guilt and shame. Maybe she figures out that that Joel lied to her at the end of the first game. That's very possible because if I can just show you the way he looks so guilty. It's the face that you make when someone's yelling at you because of what you did. It hurts them, and you were hurt because you hurt them. You see it how much it hurts them, and you're kind of shamed and you're guilty because you have nowhere to hide. You got nowhere to run. It's your fault. So obviously Joel, his facial expression is obviously guilt and shame. He's upset. He's not happy with himself. Neither is Ellie. Ellie's not happy with him. I'd be surprised that she's not. I'd be very surprised that she's not angry at him. It'd be very surprising. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing in the first photo that I just wanted to mark because it's such a fascinating thing about this entire thing is that Joel he's very selfish. Now, I don't blame him for doing what he did. Any person that says, I don't blame Joel, then I don't really think you know what you're saying. Because Joel, he lost a lot of people over the years. He lost Sarah. That's really what turned him into this hunter mindset mentality of killing everybody that gets in your way and not caring about anything. That hurt him. And going through that pain once again with Ellie, I think it would just be too much for him. So he literally did something that all of us would do. I would definitely not do that. Because that's kind of what we are. We are desperate for love, and we're desperate for a relationship with someone else. It could be a relationship with a daughter, or a relationship, or like a sexual, romantic relationship with a woman or a man. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, it's definitely. So obviously, this scene right here looks like. It looks like he's very sad, and I think this first photo is it's connected to the last one, where Ellie looks at him. I'm gonna look at that because those are the two that I want to look at. It looks like the setting looks the same. The setting looks the same and everything. But she's looking at him. But with the way that she's looking at him, she's really angry. Like she's waiting for an answer. But it seems like she already knows the answer. And she's very upset. So obviously this two scenes right here has a very beautiful scene right here. We're talking about a scene that could be because if you look at it, she's not in her blue killing spree type of clothes, you know. She's in her traditional clothes that she would wear, you know. So yeah, it's just the scene is beautiful. It's gonna be very, very traumatic. It's gonna be dramatic, or not traumatic, but more like dramatic. What's up, buddy? Hey, buddy. But it's gonna be a very dramatic game. Or not, you know, obviously a dramatic game, but this scene's very dramatic. I bet it's gonna be because she's gonna be upset about him. She's obviously dealing with a lot. So this is something that you should definitely take into consideration. So that's the first thing. So yeah, now we have two more pictures. There's only 4 photos. We only got 4. And the second one is kind of I had to look at it a few times to really see what it was. What it looks like is a bunch of guys with flashlights. And there's this black guy who's just unseen. He's not someone you've seen before. He's probably a new character. Or maybe he's part of the wolves. Maybe he's the leader of the wolves. You know? Maybe that's it. There's not much we can go on, but the wolves were practically ex-fireflies. And they literally gather in a place in Seattle. Okay, anyone that comes into that zone, they kill. They defend that place. They defend it. And they're called the Wolves. I think that's what they're called. I don't know if that's true, but I know that they are called the Wolves. Actually, no, I don't think they're called the Wolves. I think they're called something else. Anyways, guys, that's what I think that's going on here. I think it's the Fireflies. I think because there's a lot of things going on in this game. There's the Seraphites, which is the cult. There's these ex Fireflies. There's Joel and Ellie's problem with him lying to her about the Fireflies. So yeah, that's what I think is going on in this picture. I think it's actually like it's an actual picture of the Fireflies, not the Firefly, but the new Firefly leader. Since Joel practically slaughtered their entire HQ and killed their leader, I think this is a new leader, and I think he's not like Marlene. I think he's not this, military mindset of like capture prisoners and stuff like that. I think it's more like Joel's mindset or a hunter's mindset. See, that's what I'm thinking right here. This is what I'm thinking. The next thing that we have is Tosh. As they're sitting on the couch, this appeared in the release trailer back in September, I believe. It appeared back in September. We saw that after after supposedly Dina dies. I don't believe that at all. Not at all. After she supposedly dies, Tommy talks to her. Like, you really gonna go through with this? You really gonna do this? You have no idea how many there are, and all this stuff like that. And I believe she's going through something right now. And I've made my own theories on this. That I think Dina and Ellie were attacked because of their sexuality. And maybe she's sitting right here. Maybe she's contemplating. You know what? I'm gonna go hurt these people. I'm gonna go kill them. I'm gonna hurt them, and he's trying to calm them down and everything. Where Ellie, where that interaction between when the gameplay starts showing in the trailer and says, you have no many people there are, and she says, I don't care. Maybe that was grabbed out of context. Maybe they just grabbed two lines from two different contexts of narratives and put them together. Maybe that's what they did. Either way, she's obviously upset with this. So we have three scenes here. One is the Joel and Ellie scene, probably because when Joel confesses that he lied to her about the Fireflies. Two, we have a picture of the new Firefly commander or leader. Now, this is a theory. This is theoretical. It's not an actual truth. It's not something that was confirmed by Naughty Dog. It's just my own thinking of this. So that's right there. And the third one is obviously Ellie contemplating some sort of vengeance or justice. So that's what we got. That's all the photos that we have. And unfortunately, we're taken off of the PS Store and Naughty Dog's page. And I obviously understand why. Not only that, but they have literally removed the pre-order from PlayStation Store. And that's bad, and that sucks. And like I said, guys, I haven't pre-ordered The Last of Us at all. I haven't pre-ordered it, and I think it's like God doing me a great service, because it would suck to pre-order the game and then Naughty Dog take them off, and then you got to pay for it again. I think that would suck. That would really suck. So so I feel like God was doing me a great service in that, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on this. And the last thing we have to do here is the new series we're doing. I don't have a name for it yet. I can't figure out a name for it. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I really don't know. It could be anything, really. It could be anything. I'll definitely tell you guys if I have any ideas, and I'll put them up here and put them on a playlist. I don't know when we're going to be doing this. We'll maybe do it over and over again every single day. More stuff gets up there when we have stuff to talk about, and I'll make this. If you guys just want me to, if there'll be times maybe that we can just talk about The Last of Us, the characters, the backstory, all this stuff. We could talk about a lot of things. And if you want to give me some ideas, send me a message on PlayStation. I have my I will, after this gets done, I will put my PlayStation ID in the comment section. It's AbbaFather777. So yeah, go if you have any ideas, or you can just put them in the comment section down here. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how I can gain my account back. So if you guys don't see anything, I'm going to be using another account that I have, and I use it for Bible teaching and other things. I play in other games and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be using that. So if you see it, it's just going to be showing it's going to say my first name, and it's going to have my first letter of my last name. So if you see that, you see it. And so this new series is just me going to be talking about a series of topics on The Last of Us Part 2, on The Last of Us story, etc., on stuff like that, on everything that's according to The Last of Us. So hopefully this will work out. But right now, we are going to be playing, since we got this out of the way, we did all our three things. We did all the three things. So now let's go play some factions. Excuse me right now. I gotta go get some water. My throat's all dry. I'll be right back. Huh? Okay, thank you. Oh. Oh, crap. Alrighty. Hello, sir. Hello, buddy. Okay. What else am I doing for video games? Well, I do a lot of things that pertain to my church. Prayer, Bible reading. Bless you, Mom. Welcome. I read the Bible, prayer. I also have this little study guide that my church has given me a month ago that I'm doing. I'm also watching Netflix. I'm watching Hulu. I'm watching Castle Rock. And I'm starting to get into season 2 of Castle Rock. I'm also reading Stephen King, The Institute, and I'm about to get into The Outsider. So yeah, that's all that I'm really doing. I'm not really doing much. No, my mom does not have corona, buddy. Trust me, she does not have corona. I promise. But yeah, that's all I've been doing, man. I don't do much else, unfortunately. I'll watch like some of the I'll watch like the thing is about church is what they're doing something called church drive-through. or sorry, drive-through church, and it's literally just them standing outside of a church, standing outside of the church, and they preach. They do that. They worship, they preach, and that's how it goes. That's what we're doing. That's what I've been doing for the past, well, not necessarily me, but that's what my church has been doing for the past few days. My sleep schedule's all screwed up again, and I'm finally getting back on track on it. And so yeah, I'm going back to church tomorrow. We're not going to be having Sunday school, nor we're having the men's Bible study. We're just going to be, we're just going to be sitting in our cars, listening to the pastor preach. So, yeah, man. The thing that you'll learn a lot about church, man, is that there are many people that have no idea. They just don't know the Bible. Many of them are they're kind of crazy, man. Trust me, they're kind of crazy sometimes. So you know, you don't want to. Sorry, you don't want everyone to think that.
Let's go.
Because it's not true. There are many of us who. Oh yikes! There's a guy up there. There's a guy.
Set. Watch your ass.
Oh, I've watched it. All right. Oh, crap. Oh my god.
Fuck!
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out. Oh crap. Oh, there it goes. There it goes, guys. The
Yeah, smoke!
the black screen. Is it like that for you, Ruben? Is it like for you that the screen's black? Well, thank you for saying that, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Ruben, is the screen black? Can't be marked.
Good to go. Stop me! Oh! Fuck! I'm down!
Fine. Fine.
Dead.
Oh man.
Dead.
Oh wow.
Oh man, thanks. We're good to go.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Watch my ass. I'm all done. I'm all done. Let's go. Boom.
Thanks.
Set the bomb. Watch your ass. Boom.
All done.
Oh great, I got marked. That's such a great way to shut on.
Down one uniform. That's one. How about some smoke? Let's see him take this. Shit!
Ah crap.
Fuck! I'm down!
Wait a sec. I'll fix you up.
Boy, am I glad you were covering my ass. One less tourist! Keep them coming!
Yeah, there we go. The bomb is being used for good work.
That fucker's dead! I'm hurt! I'm hurt!
Fuck, I'm down!
Come on now, keep breathing, I got this.
Shit, that was close.
Shit, I have to wrap this up. Give me a sec. Good to go.
Dang it. Oh, hey, Robin, can you see it? I don't know if... Excuse me. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that he had to go somewhere.
We've heard there are supplies in the area, but there's uniforms skulking around too. Watch each other's backs.
We got this.
Let's move it, boys.
right there! I'm all done. Let's go. Shit. I have to wrap this up.
Uniform down.
Hey, tourist, over there! Uniform down.
Fucker ain't getting up. Good to go.
One less uniform.
All done. Let's go.
Cover me. Gotta patch up.
Damn!
Bomb set. Watch your ass.
Good to go.
Let me keep going like this.
All right, good to go. Hey, look! They're flying! Watch it! Calm down! Wait a second.
Oh! Here.
That fucker ain't getting up.
Oh!
Boom!
We're good to go.
Hey, cover me. All done. Let's go.
Good to go.
Fucking got me.
Bomb set. Watch your ass. One down.
Keep breathing.
Down.
I got this.
Oh man, thanks. I have to wrap this
Good to
up.
go.
Boom.
Thanks. I'm set. Watch your ass.
All done. Let's go. Uniform! I can't fucking see!
Fucker's down.
I'm down!
Smoke out.
Help me out! Help me! Guys, over here!
Oh, fuck! I'm down.
Give me a sec.
I'm all done. Let's go.
All done. Let's go.
All done. Let's go.
I'm down!
Keep breathing. I got this.
Nice. Down!
Try some smoke. Fucking blind.
One uniform.
Dang it! Crap.
Fuck! I'm down.
Hit me with a weed stick. Holy moly, that was injured. Oh wow. I got the variable rifle.
Hey, tourist, over there!
I'm set. Watch your ass.
Boom!